All right. Sorry for anybody who's watching this in the replay while I set everything up. I hope everybody is having a good day. This is going to be all over the place. I can tell you guys that now. Let me get everything pulled up on the computer. Pulling up the live chat so I can see you guys. Hey Caroline, hey Nikki. Let me make sure I am on the live chat. All right. So I have a lot that I am going to try to do with you guys. Hey Tinsa, I don't know if I pronounced your name right. If I didn't, please let me know. So you guys will have to let me know if you want to see me or if you want to see what I'm doing. I don't know. I'm not good at this kind of stuff, as you guys can tell. These are all the cups I have to do. Well, I don't have to do, but I intend on doing today. This one is a cup I'm making for, oh my gosh, I just lost my train of thought. This is a cup I'm making here that's going to be a double-sided cup. And then this one I am going to play with some acrylic. And like I said, this is going to be all over the place, guys. I'm going to be playing with acrylic today. I haven't done acrylic yet. I've never done an acrylic pour, so today is going to be interesting. I'm going to try and make this one for my husband with this neon orange. I am doing a Green Bay Packer. It's really what sparked all of this is my mom has requested some Green Bay Packer cups for family. So I'm trying to see if I want to do acrylic pour with these or if I want to use alcohol inks. So these are spray painted white for the base. And then I want to do an alcohol ink for fun for myself just to see what it turns out. So that's what these smaller white ones are. I had one cup. This one was prepped a while ago. I don't know if you guys can see. I did a terrible job spray painting this one. So this one will probably be the one I do for myself with the alcohol ink, which I have not really played with either. So today I am undergoing quite a few new things to see what comes of it. So I only have one of my single turners as we do the acrylic pour, and this is gonna be a mess. I really want to start off doing this one. And this one I'm going to be doing differently than what I've typically done before. This one I have to Mod Podge because I want to do two different colored glitters. I want to do like a glitter like this, like a holographic silver glitter. And then on this side, I think if I tried to do this over the black, this glitter over the black wouldn't shine through. I really wish I had a brown, but I don't have a brown glitter from what I've looked at all of my collection. So I am probably, this is the closest I have. Let me see if I can get it out. It's a tiny little one. I might try to do that over this, but I don't know. One, I'm probably not going to use, hey mannequin, I'm probably not going to use brown for anything else. So like I've toyed with the idea of putting the brown on the white side so the brown would show through, but I'm not going to use a brown glitter, I don't think. And this is the only one I have. As I've bought big ones of glitters that I know are going to be more popular. I've got a lot of different white shifting ones, but I bought two little things from, well, they're not little, they have quite a few 2 packs of like different kinds of glitter like this from Michaels just to get started. Since then, I have bought a lot of other like indie brand from Etsy. I've bought some different kinds. I have this really pretty pink one. I wish I could figure out what to use, how to incorporate that. We'll see. So for Mod Podge, you just Mod Podge the side of the cup and then you pour the glitter on. I feel like that's going to be the most easy to start with. And then I'm going to try and do an acrylic pour after that, because this will have to sit. I'm gonna need one of these. So you guys will have to let me know. I can see the chat. I know you can't see me right now. I don't know which one's gonna be better to see. I can't angle it for both me and what I'm doing to be in the frame, I don't think. I am going to try. Sorry for all of the moving around. Yeah, that's this part of my filming room. We're actually in my filming room is not very organized, especially this side where all the crafting stuff is. It's definitely not organized on this side. The other side, like literally behind the camera, is the other half of the room, which is where my desk and everything are. So I'm probably going to be moving around while I gather everything. So I have the Mod Podge. Is this the one that I bought? I think this is the one that I bought. The only thing that makes me nervous about this is because I'm not 100% set on how I want to, how I want this cup to be. This is one that I'm doing. None of these cups that I'm doing today are orders. They're the ones from my mom. She will, once they're done, she will probably pay me for them because she wants me to do like 7 of them. But I want to see what method is going to look the best, because I bought these, which are acrylic, and I don't even know if this is the right kind of acrylic for acrylic pour, but it's acrylic paint, so I'm gonna give it a shot. I got a green and a yellow, obviously for Green Bay Packer colors. And then I am going to try another cup with my, where did I put them? With my alcohol inks. Oh, they're up here. They're on top of the printer. Which I can't really show these as well, but I've got some alcohol inks. And I'm pretty sure, yeah, there's a yellow and there's a couple of different greens. So I'm gonna try each today, see which one turns out better, and then I'll show her them and then let her decide. So this could be a long live stream depending on how much I do with you guys and how much I decide to do off of camera. But as far as like conversation and what we talk about, I have absolutely nothing planned. So whatever you guys want to talk about, if you have any questions, if you want to ask about like me or YouTube stuff, I will tell you guys now. I'm kind of behind on a lot of the YouTube stuff. This last week, I didn't film anything. I had a few videos recorded that I was gonna post, but it turns out my audio wasn't working on those videos. So I can't load those. And then currently I'm working on doing, I have to finish watching the documentary of Gabriel, and then I'm going to sit down and film all of that. I've also been trying to, I can't get this open. I've been following the other 2 topics that I asked you guys which one you wanted first. The stuff with Eugenia Cooney and Katie Morton. I've been figuring out what's going on with that. And then somebody tagged me on Twitter about the Conaway situation. I've kind of been looking into that. So I've been looking into a lot of stuff and trying to like make sure those videos, I do all the research and stuff for those, because those are important topics. And I don't want to, I moved my trash can for this video. So I'm probably going to be turning all around. You're just finishing up your breakfast. So today, most of you guys, anybody who's a member of mine knows that I'm on a weight loss journey. And I have started to do like some intermittent fasting. So I am fasting today as much as I can. I will probably eat something in a couple of hours because I just can't not eat anything. But I haven't had breakfast today. Your craft room is your office. Yeah, I go through phases. Although stuff is messy, I know where almost everything in my house is. My husband can attest to that. He will ask me where the most silly, minute thing is, and I know exactly where it's at. It's kind of funny. And then he gets frustrated because he'll, not all the time, sometimes he'll try to find it on his own and he can't. And then he'll finally like get super frustrated and he'll be huffing and puffing and stomping around, and I'll ask him what's wrong, and he'll be like, oh, I'm trying to find such and such. And I'm like, oh yeah, it's right there. And then he gets frustrated. He didn't ask me sooner. So we're gonna see how this goes. I do have a Tupperware right underneath this because once we start pouring the glitter, I'm sure it's going to be messy, but I'm going to start dipping into the Mod Podge with one of these little foam brushes and try my best to maintain a steady hand along the edges here. This is the first two-tone cup I'm doing. So we'll see how this goes. My sister-in-law, who helps with everything, she's the one who technically started the Project Junkie business. She does a lot better than I do at stuff like this. She's a lot more creative than I am. I kind of just tell her to tell me what to do and what to make. So I'm just going to try to get a pretty even, good coat on here, and then I'm going to pour the glitter on this side, and then I'm going to set it off to the side for us to work on. This stuff smells weird. Most people probably wear gloves for this. Do not follow as my, don't let me be your example. I don't wear gloves for almost any part until I start messing with epoxy. So I'm not a good person to follow when it comes to crafting, but I have to do this, and I haven't put out a video for you guys, and my husband's at work, so I was like, oh, we'll just see if everybody wants to do a live and just kind of like shoot the shit and watch me attempt to be crafty. Yeah, Eugenia is kind of all over the place. She's just a bad influence for people on the platform, especially because it's been proven that she has a very young audience. And if you just see a photo of her currently, you kind of see why people have concerns with her having a platform. So I've followed that stuff for a while, everything going on with Eugenia, but I've never talked about it because it is such a sensitive topic. But I do see the importance of it, so I'm not afraid to talk about it. I'm really not afraid to talk about much of anything anymore. I'm kind of to the point where I'm just going to do and talk about what I want, and you know, I'll get you guys' input. Of course, I want to know what you guys want to see, and I want your guys' suggestions as well. But when you do this in your spare time, and by this I mean like YouTube, when you do YouTube in your spare time, I think you feel like you have a little bit more freedom. And I'm not saying that to like shade anybody. That's just how I feel about it. I really don't know how this is gonna look, and it makes me super nervous. Hey Jersey, you're keto, 16-8 intermittent fasting, so that's why you're breakfast. Nice, that's a good weight loss drop. 30 pounds is a lot. Hey Jersey. Fairy jar lights, those are pretty. If it's what I think it is, KS, I really enjoy stuff like that. Yeah, Eugenia she's such a sensitive topic. Hey Renee. Hey Jenny, I hope everything's going well for you. I definitely understand people who can't stay. Like I said, I don't know how long I will be on doing this stuff, but I have a lot to do, so. That is super pretty. Oh my gosh, that glitter is so pretty, guys. It is kind of transparent, so I wonder if I put it on the black side, if it would. I don't know. It's one way to get the bottom. Oh my gosh, that is so pretty. So what I'm gonna do, because I don't have, there's a trick when you have any glitter that is like kind of chunky and not the fine stuff. There's a trick where you take wax paper and you like smooth it down with wax paper. I'm not that sophisticated. I don't have any wax paper right now. I have cling wrap next to me because I thought it was my wax paper. So I am just going to use my finger because this isn't epoxy, so I really don't care if I get it on me. I'm just gonna tap all of the pieces that are sticking up down. That way, once it's dry, I will go in with another layer once this is dry. Because after this, once it's totally glittered and the epoxy and everything is, whoa. Once it's dry, I will be putting a layer of epoxy over it, a thin layer of epoxy over all the glitter. And then I will be putting the decals on, and then I will seal it with one more thin layer of epoxy. So if you have glitter that's chunky and it's sticking up, the cup is gonna end up with bumps in it. So I'm just gonna quickly tap over all of the parts to make sure that any of the glitter that's sticking up is laid down. Perfect. So this is that side. And I know it's kind of, oops, kind of gone onto the black part a little bit. I was looking at it to see if the black would shine through, and I don't think it would. So for what I'm going for, I need the darker color to show through. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set this here. Hope it doesn't tip over. My husband's going to absolutely be furious with me if I don't clean everything up before he gets home, because there will be glitter everywhere. It's getting better. I'm glad it's getting better, Jenny, if you're still here. South Carolina. I believe that's what you're telling me, Renee. If not, let me know. Hey, Emily. My day's going good. I hope your day's going well. Yeah, mix my Mod Podge with my glitter. I've seen that happen before. Since this is my first time really Mod Podging, I'm kind of already nervous about it, so I want to take every precaution I can. I don't care if it takes longer to make. If these were orders, I would work on them a lot quicker than what I have. I've been working on this cup. I filmed the first half of like prepping and spray painting this cup for the channel like 3 weeks ago. And I've told who I'm giving it to. I didn't tell him the concept, which is why I'm being super like vague about who it's for and stuff. Because I told them I was making them a cup, but not the concept entirely. But I am just now finally getting done with it, or trying to finish it. I'm gonna put this cling wrap over here so that any additional glitter that falls down doesn't end up all over the place. While I move on to the next step. Leave that there. Hey, Madison. I'm trying to catch up on the chat. It stops from shedding. That definitely makes sense. I'm not... Since this is my first time, I'm assuming that I'm probably going to make some mistakes. Maybe I'll mix the other side. I'm opening the glitter container so I can pour all of this excess back in, which you guys can't really, there's a ton in here. I will tell you, this glitter stuff is not, when you buy it from, it's not like super expensive like people think, but glitter is also not very cheap. This is something my husband printed off. So just in case there's anything on it that we shouldn't see, I'm going to try and be careful on how I do this. I'm good, Madison. How are you? Tuck that over there because I don't know what it is. There's still quite a bit of glitter stuck to the Tupperware, so I'm just gonna try and like I clean one of these little sponge things and wipe it all down so I can save as much of it as I can. This is a really, really pretty glitter. This is from Glitter Gifts and More on Instagram, on Etsy, not Instagram. This is Crushed Crystal. That's the brand and the type of glitter this is. The one thing I didn't know, and I'm glad I had bought some of these little spare glitter containers, is whenever you buy from Etsy, not everybody ships the glitter in a container. I got quite a few glitters that were in bags, which wasn't a bad thing, but I didn't anticipate them to be in bags. So if I didn't have these little spare empty things to like tape everything to and put the glitter in, I'm sure this would not go as smoothly. All right. My work desk is a mess, but that's okay. I have a good vacuum cleaner for a reason. You've never watched anybody do these? So I don't know if any crafters on YouTube go live. I'm sure some of them do. I see a lot of crafters on TikTok go live. Though that seems to be where most crafters are like building their audience from, is TikTok, which whatever works for you. All right, just set that right there. Yeah, I'm sure this is riveting content to watch. At least it's something different and not just my face and me talking to you guys. I would do this on the Project Junkie channel, but I'm actually doing the live stream from my phone, and I'm just watching the chat from the laptop over to the side. So I wouldn't be able to film this from the laptop. And since that channel is, since I haven't done anything on that channel, it's not doing that great, which is fine. But because of that, I can't go live from my phone on that channel. So do I really want to attempt one of these acrylic pours? I think I'm going to attempt it with the cup I want to make for my husband. See how this goes. See if this acrylic is made for this kind of stuff or not. You think Royalty Soaps goes live from time to time? I don't know if I've watched. To be honest, I like watching people do crafts for like the inspiration and like the ideas, because I'm not a very creative person, but that's not something I would watch. I don't mean that in like a negative way. So how do I want to do this? I got this little kit. I think I showed you guys. I got this little kit because I don't know how much I've talked about like myself personally. I know I talk with you guys about myself a lot, but there's some parts of me that I don't know if I've shared. When it comes to like favorite colors, I really don't have a specific favorite color. I just enjoy very bright neon type colors. I don't know why, but this little pack is all neon colors. So I really liked this pink. I don't know what this blue looks like. The bottle doesn't make it seem like it's actually that neon, but the fun thing is that there's a glow in the dark in here, and I don't know if it'll translate on the cups, but that's like super exciting. Since I'm on this weight loss journey, my husband has decided to partake in it. Not that he needs to, but he's decided to like eat healthier and stuff like that with me. And in the mornings, sometimes I make smoothies, sometimes I make coffee. It kind of just depends on how I'm feeling like having. And I think I've told you guys, like, we're drinking infused water, and we do have some kind of like, we have a couple of Hydro Flasks and Yetis and stuff like that, but not enough. And I was like, man, I'm just gonna make him a special little cup for himself. Oh my gosh, that is like fluorescent orange. I don't know if it's gonna translate all the way on camera. That is so pretty. One of my husband's favorite colors is orange. So I don't know if I should have this spinning when I do this. Most of the time it's with more than one color. Maybe orange and blue. I know that this is some kind of team's colors, but we don't follow teams like that. I think I talked about that with you guys the other night. We don't follow football or anything like that. You can do, I've thought about doing the diamond craft stuff. It looks super therapeutic. One of the things that I do like that when I have the time is I will do like the adult color books. I will do those. So I don't know if I might have to disappear for a second because I forgot the spinner isn't a normal plug and I'm gonna have to go get a little USB plug. Yes, I do. I use Greek yogurt. I can't remember. It's one of the Dannon kinds. It is not too sweet. I'm typically not a yogurt fan, but it's not too sweet and it's not too tart. It is perfect. We use that for like as a dessert. We will use yogurt and berries, which I'm going to have another weight loss video up hopefully on Sunday for all of my members and update. Let you guys know kind of what I've been doing, what's worked, what hasn't worked, things like that. I'm glad you're here, Jessie Cat. Sorry I missed your comment the first time. You like to watch sewing videos, Jersey? I don't know if I've ever actually watched anybody sew other than my mother-in-law when she sewed stuff. Like on YouTube, I don't think I've watched sewing stuff. I'm gonna go grab a little plug so we can move forward. Give me just a second, I'll be right back. Sorry guys, this is how prepared I am. I figured this live would end up all over the place since I'm not used to doing lives in this sort of fashion. Let's see, what are you guys saying? You still watch jewelry making videos? That would probably be entertaining. I've thought about buying a sewing machine before, but then I was like, I barely have time for the few crafts that I already enjoy doing. I don't need to invest more money in something maybe I don't have time at all for, if that makes sense. I'm just gonna put tinfoil down on my little working space to capture whatever mess I make. Hopefully this isn't a bad idea. Hey, Pink Supergirl. I think most people who do the diamond painting stuff, because I have coworkers who do it, they order it online. But you might be able to get them at like Michael's or Walmart. I'm not sure if they have started to hit mainstream stores yet or not. I'm just super like kind of lost at this point if I want to. I've seen this done two different ways. I've seen people have the turner on and they have a color in each and they use a popsicle stick and they drizzle it on the cup. But then I've seen people put both colors in a cup and then pour it over the bottom and let it drip down. I don't know which way I want to do it. I don't know. I'm at a predicament. Sewing is a lost art. Yeah, I can agree with that statement. Hey, Melody. I'm glad you made it. I hope you're doing okay. All right, Jersey. I knew Charlotte was going live, but I thought it was going to be later than it is. So I did not time my day very well. I do not mind if you guys want to go, not that you need my permission, but if you guys want to go watch Charlotte's live stream, I totally get it. I will still probably be doing this when she's done. So I guess I'm just going to go for it, and I'm just going to use two little cups that I have here. And then I'll turn the spinner on, which hopefully it's not too loud, and I will just try to like drape it over. The problem with this is I'm going to have to leave I don't think I'm going to do it this way as I'm thinking, because so with these, I have a little stand. This is what I use to spray paint them because I'm super professional, guys. I got glitter in that. I don't know if you guys can see that. So for these, if I pour it, I can take the whole pipe out and then put it over on the spinner over here like I did with this cup. But with this spinner, which you guys can't really see it, with this spinner, there is no foam. It just sticks on here. So once this gets spinning, I can't take the cup off. So I guess since this is my husband's cup and he's not paying for it, and if it turns out to be crap, I can strip the cup. You can always strip a cup if you make a mistake. I am just going to pour and make a huge mess because I know this is going to be messy. And I also don't even know how much acrylic you need for this. So this is going to be fun. You guys get to go on a mess journey with me. So I'm going to move this onto my makeshift mess catcher. And I don't care if the stuff, I don't really care if acrylic gets everywhere. So I guess I'm just going to have to eyeball and see how much acrylic to put in for a pour. I'm just going to guess here. And alternate because I don't know what this is going to look like or how it's going to turn out. I was also thinking about maybe doing, you know what, I'm just going to say F it, and I'm going to add some of the glow in the dark. I don't know if it's actually going to be pigmented when it pours onto the cup or if you'll just see the black. Why not? I don't know why that message wasn't going to show up, Jessie Cat. Ooh, the Huda Naughty palette. I think I saw it. I'm 100% I saw it. I know what it looks like. I can't remember what it looks like, though. I know I've seen it. Ooh, this comes out like white. I know you guys can't see what I'm doing. I hope that's not too terribly annoying for you guys. Should I add some like green into it? He's probably not going to carry this cup. It'll probably be some, if he ends up not liking it, however this turns out, I will throw some glitter over it and I will use it It won't go to waste. I promise. You know what I should do? This is how my mind works, so forgive me, guys. But you guys tell me if you guys would be interested in, when I do a giveaway, which I will be doing a giveaway soon, if you guys want a cup included in that. And I can make the cup on live, and you can pick out what kind of cup, whether it's just a glitter cup, a white base, a black base. Would you guys be interested in that? Type a 1 if you would be interested in that kind of giveaway. All right, let's see if I totally ruin this. I'll try to, yeah, this is my Cricut in the background. It typically, I don't know if I actually showed you guys. So this table here is one from Michaels. It's like 80, 90 bucks. My setup today is absolutely horrendous. Usually my Cricut sits on this table, but because I have so much going on and the space over here is so tiny, I didn't want to do this on that. So I'm trying to angle this to where you guys can see the pour. We'll see if this is if I put enough. If not, I'm sure this is going to end up a total mess. I can almost promise that's not enough acrylic. I'll do another coat. A couple of you guys are saying you would like that. Oh, I guess I should maybe keep with my pattern of colors here. All right, well, that's what I will do as part of the giveaway for everybody. I don't know when I'm gonna do a giveaway. I don't want to like make it a numbers thing. Like once I get to a certain amount of numbers, I was going to, because that's what a lot of people do. But it's not really about that for me. So once I know I have the time and I have the extra cups, I need to place another order for cups. I will do a live for you guys and include the giveaway in that live. I hope I'm not using too much acrylic. Like that's more of my worry, is that I use too much paint. And also the fact that I don't even know if this is the right kind of paint for this. I don't think it matters, but I could be totally wrong. I also put a crap ton of orange the first time, so I don't know if that's going to affect it, but, and I know this keeps going down. It's because this is taped. My setup for today is really bad. So here we go. Just do like what everybody else does and just pour it on the top, I guess. That's super cool. Oh, that's so cool to watch. So cool. Sorry, I'm ignoring the chat. I'll look at the chat in just a second, guys. Definitely don't think I used enough acrylic because it's only really pouring down one side. So this is going to be interesting to figure out how to work around that. Do I just like scoot it maybe? Oh no, I don't know what to do. I don't know if I should just like mess with it. Let me pull this up because I don't want to lose all of the. Trial and error, guys. You're watching it here. It's definitely not on the other side of the cup at all. Super cool though. Try and see if I just hold it. Let gravity work for me maybe. Yeah, now I know for next time I will need to definitely put more acrylic. But I mean, there's definitely enough on here. It's just, it's flowing like super, super slow. It will make its way down the cup. I have faith. I'm now getting acrylic all over myself, and I do not have any paper towels in here. Oh, it's so cool looking. I don't know. What I don't want to have happen is I don't want it to continue to flow all the way down. Which, I mean, that could be a cool cup too. I'm getting covered in this stuff. I'm thinking if I should just leave it setting like this and let it continue to run down on its own and hope it all levels out, because right there's a big part that it's hardly dripping down at. Let's see. I'm gonna set it back in the stand. And I'm gonna go grab some paper towels really quick and try not to drip on my way. I'll be back. Yeah, sorry guys, I came back, I heard it fell. I'm gonna fix it in just a second. I just don't want to get this paint all over my phone. So I told you guys at the beginning that I just had an idea. So let me see, how can I maybe go around fixing this? The cup is still dripping. So this is going to be a super interesting way that I figure out how to go about this. I'm actually just going to hold my phone for a minute, and we won't have a ring light, so if I can get it out of here. Let's see. So what I can show you guys, what I typically film is over there with that ring light and my camera. But That's the newer ring light I got that actually has the stand for my camera. The one I used to use is the one that I'm messing with right now. And when my husband so generously put up the other one I just showed you, he broke my ring light. So it doesn't go on the stand anymore. So I tried to tape it to the stand for this live stream, and clearly that wasn't the best idea. So now I'm going to improvise, and we're not going to have a ring light for a minute while I try to find a different stand, because I know I have another one, I just don't know where I put it. So that's fun for me. So I'm sorry if this is super shaky. I'm trying to think of where I put it, because all of my other ones are right here and I don't see. There it is. It fell back. So you guys are going to look at the ceiling for a second. Found it, and it has the wrong attachment on it. Fun stuff, guys. Fun stuff. We may have to go over to unplug you guys. So how is your day going while we figure out this little snafu? I quickly figure out a way to fix this. You've stumbled on somebody who has messed up their filming setup. Let's set you guys down right here for a minute. Try and see if I can get this way to work. I'm making some cups. So this is what I was using to hold my phone, but now I'm going to go to this and use this stand. Maybe. I don't know if this stand's wide enough. Or can I use this one? When I tell you I have gotten a lot of random and too much stuff for this channel, I have like 5 different stands. And this is where the ring light that is broken was supposed to be. You can clearly see this is supposed to be attached to the stand, to the light, this little piece. That's not going to fit there either. I'm at a predicament, guys. I don't know what to do. Bye, Renee. I hope you have a great day. This is not going to be very stable either. That's the problem. I don't want to do like a fix that's not going to potentially fall apart just like the last one did. It's not going to move up. think if I can do got a couple of odds and ends. So while I figure this out and you guys prop up like that, do you guys have anything you want to talk about? Since I'm not doing very much crafting at the moment. I found the piece I was looking for earlier, so this will work. Only an hour and a half of work left? That is awesome. Your day's almost over. Okay. Do I want to just put it on this little stand? That would probably make more sense, huh? Without giving too much away, are you having a gut-wrenching feeling? So I have watched the Gabriel story before. This isn't my first time. I haven't totally sat down to watch it in its entirety because I know it's something I need to give my full attention to. But I do remember it being extremely sad and heartbreaking. So I'm gonna put you guys in another stand. Sorry for the up close while I get this figured out. You guys can see my whole messy room, which is, it is what it is, huh guys? So let me see if I can find the space here. So now you guys are stable. That's the cup. We'll have to figure out angles so you guys can see everything I'm doing here in a minute. You can see out into my living room. That's the gate to keep the dogs from coming in here. Which I'm surprised they haven't tried to come in here. The only crappy thing is I really can't angle this one so much. Maybe we'll just let it work like this, huh? It's just this ring light I know is gonna fall down. So the cup is still falling. The colors are still falling. I wonder if I just like squeeze some of the other colors on top, if it will propel the colors to go down the cup. I don't know if that's how it works or not. There's some electrical tape down here. I can use that to hold the light. This room has vaulted ceilings. So if we don't have a light on, you guys really aren't gonna see much because it gets pretty dark in here. So I wanna be able, so you guys can see what I'm doing. What is what, church? Yeah, Nikki, so to answer your question, I do know it's it's going to be hard for me to get through. I'm also have been like, I think the way I'm going to film that is I think I'm going to obviously watch it, and then I want to talk about it from a couple of different perspectives, not just like this was a sad story, but maybe try and like have a conversation on where things could have maybe been handled differently to prevent such a tragedy from happening. I don't know. I'm not the be all end all or like the expert on everything, so I don't know. I need scissors. Just knock that off. That's lovely. Okay. So hopefully that up. It's gonna... There, hopefully this is a little bit better. You guys will have to let me know. Sorry for the 13 of you who had to sit through all of that. I apologize. I was not anticipating that to actually break in the middle of my live stream. I was anticipating it to maybe not be super stable, but I wasn't anticipating it to fall apart. So what I think I'm gonna do is, I mean, the cup is primarily orange with a little bit of green and blue, so I think I'm going to just chance it, and I'm just gonna squeeze some of this blue up here on the side and let it run down, and then add in some of the green. I'm gonna take a popsicle stick and I'm just gonna kind of wipe over it and like drag it maybe. I don't know. I don't know if that was the best idea now that it's happening. It's just a green strip now. So what I am gonna do is I'm just gonna grab another one of these cups and I'm gonna squeeze quite a bit of blue in there, and then I'm gonna squeeze quite a bit of green and the glow in the dark color and pour it from the top. That way maybe it'll even everything out. I want to use all this glow in the dark in here though, because I really don't know how it's gonna dry. So I hope this doesn't just cover up all of that orange. All right. Just gonna trust the process here. I just flung paint on my pant leg. Well, Tammy, you would probably do a lot better job than what I'm doing. This is my first time doing a pour, so I clearly did not use enough the first time to go all over the cup. And now I think I used way too much just to try and fix my mistake. Sorry if you guys can hear the trash people outside. They're picking up everyone's trash. So I am just going to probably do something that I shouldn't be, and I'm just taking a popsicle stick and I'm helping it guide all the way down and mixing the colors, and it looks kind of poopy, but it is what it is. Hopefully, as all the acrylic continues to drip and settle, it'll change. Now what I'm going to do is I am going to get more of the aluminum foil and place it under here. That way when I put it on the turner, hopefully it'll change directions. Like on this side, we've got the lines of the orange. So I'm hoping once I put it on the turner, it'll start getting like circular ones. I'm probably shouldn't do this, but I can't help it. I don't like that there's still so much of the cup showing. So let me get some aluminum foil. I do have, just for my sanity, I'm gonna say this. I do have some silicone catching mats. They're just not big enough for this cup. So to be extra safe, I'm just using aluminum foil. That way paint doesn't end up on my carpet, even though there's a wooden shelf underneath it. I don't want this to drip when I transfer it over, so I'm just trying to. So this is where we're at currently. This is what it's currently looking like. We still have this one spot where there's not any, but there's still clearly plenty of acrylic on the cup, and I think the swirl is gonna come as it's on the turner. So I'm gonna quickly put it on the turner over here. And I'm going to have to actually turn this turner on. So I'm gonna screw it in. So that is just going to be turning in the background. Hopefully that's not too distracting. You think pouring is an art? Apparently it is. I didn't think I was going to struggle as much as I just did. But apparently your measurements are important. So if you go to do any kind of acrylic pour, maybe don't do what I did. Maybe look and see how much acrylic you need to cover your project. But I think ultimately, I think it will turn out fine. It looks really cool as it's spinning. You guys can see it in the background. Like, it's probably going to take forever to dry though, because there's so much acrylic on there, which is fine. So the next project that I'm just going to play with, because now that I know that that is how an acrylic pour goes, depending on how this next part goes will determine if I use alcohol inks or if I use acrylic for the Green Bay Packer cups that my mom wants. So for that, I do need to have the spinner. there since there's stuff all over the bottom. I hope so, Tammy. I think it will. I think my mistakes will be fixed with it being on the turner. I think the turner will make it seem like my mistakes were more intentional than what they were. There's that one spot on the cup that's not getting covered that I'm paranoid about, but it is what it is. So for this part, I do have to use epoxy, so this is going to be interesting if I have any technical difficulties while I'm mixing or doing the epoxy part. I might just end the live because epoxy can be dangerous. But I'm getting some of my little medicine cups that I have here. I ordered these on Amazon. Gloves and each part of epoxy. You just make them for friends or family or yourself. You don't sell them. I do sell them with my sister-in-law. My sister-in-law started the business, and since she has started to get busy with working full-time and going to school full-time, I have been assisting her. I do more of like the Cricut design work for shirts and like iron-ons and making shirts with the Cricut material. That's more where I get any sales from, and usually the sales that I do are like pieces that I've done for friends, and then they have friends who ask who did it, and then I get orders that way. I do have a YouTube channel for this stuff, but I have not been keeping up with it. She kind of manages the Instagram, and she keeps up with that a lot better than I do. But everything I'm doing today is not an actual order. I would not make somebody pay for something if I didn't know how to do it. The cups that people order, if I don't know how to do it successfully without like questioning myself, I have my sister-in-law Tiffany do it. Because she is more experienced with the cups than I am, and I'd say we're probably about the same as far as like the shirts. I do more shirts than she does though. So I'm gonna stick my cup on here. And then I'm gonna put some more aluminum down that way in case I get epoxy everywhere, which I am not the cleanliest person when it comes to dealing with epoxy, although I know it's dangerous and you have to be careful. Also, don't follow my direction. I don't always wear a mask, and I'm not gonna wear one today. If you ever start to mess with epoxy stuff, please be sure you're getting a respirator, because you can end up with serious health concerns and issues if you're not taking precautions. I understand that risk. I'm a 30-year-old woman, and I'm choosing to not do what's best for me at this moment. So, I've gotten some glitter specks on this cup, but that's okay. I have not played with these alcohol inks yet. I bought some from Michaels, which is the better brand. That's these. And these are all wood style ones, which honestly, I probably should have done a cup like that for my husband. And I have another one here, so maybe I'll do that after this one. But I bought these other ones off of Amazon, and I don't know how well they're gonna do. And then I bought these from Michaels as well, just because I'm super extra. I got like a little pearly, which is like an iridescent mixture, and a copper, which I don't know. I need to get better with alcohol inks before I even try to play with those. So I'm trying to think if I want to go super girly with this cup or if I want to leave it neutral. I don't know. I'm gonna get a blue. I know you need white, so I'm gonna grab 2 of those just in case. Do I just want to do like maybe different colors of blue? Like a 2-tone blue one? Maybe I'll add some purple in. My instinct is to go for like the hot pink color, this fuchsia, but I'm not going to. If this cup ends up being poopy, I will just strip it. So, ow. Hey, Kathy. You haven't, yeah, and what I've heard about the alcohol inks is it kind of does depend on the brand on how quickly they dry and how well they do. So considering these are Amazon, I haven't really seen anyone use this brand, so I don't know if this is gonna turn out bad or not, but we'll find out together. So I know you need a little bit more epoxy than what you would typically put as a base epoxy layer whenever you're using alcohol inks, because you want the alcohol ink to have a place to move, if that makes sense. And I'm probably gonna leave this one on this turner and put it on top of my printer if it'll reach, or down here. I'll probably put it down here. I'm gonna move this. So is there, while I do this, is there any anything you guys want to talk about? I've seen that, Tammy, that you can make them with markers and alcohol. I have seen people do that. I actually don't think I have any markers around my house, to be quite honest with you. So I am going to try and get um 2.5 mLs of each part. That way it's 5